Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome back to our Japanese playthrough in EU4 with me, your host, Lucky Marine. We are in a war with Russia. End of the game. Let's go pick a fight with the biggest guy on the map, who happens to be right next to us. And we have held our own very well. Man for man, we have the best of troops. We had a bit of an issue in our own islands with a couple of bad rolls, a couple of bad decisions by me, but overall we've been doing well. Let's have a look at... We've lost close to... No. Let's compare directly me, Japan, with Russia. So, just shy of 300,000 men lost in battle, with 15,000 lost to attrition. Fair enough, there's big stacks knocking about. Russia has lost just shy of 900,000 men to us, because of not really been fighting anyone else. So 900,000 men have smashed up against this wall of forts that we placed, and we've taken them out, either stack wiped or... yeah, they even landed in Japan, about 60,000, and we ended up taking them out. Eventually we ended up taking them out, and they have lost just shy of 100,000 men just to winter, just to attrition, just to too many people in one province and them not being able to feed themselves. So I think we're doing alright. However, apparently I'm not. Oh, and by the way, Great Britain was in this fight, but he marched all the way over here. We had one fight and suddenly he wanted to get out. So we accepted with that, and it dragged out a load of his colonies. So this number used to be up at, I think it was about 700,000 that we were facing. Britain alone had 250,000 troops extra when he pieced out, to add to this number when he pieced out. So yeah, it was astronomical, this number. But they left, and they took all their dudes with them, thankfully. They weren't in wars with anyone else, let's just make that clear. This is them marching back now, so it wasn't long ago that this happened. Wow. And we also took the decision to infiltrate administration, which is really powerful actually, because it allows you for a few years to just have a look at what they're making. And so we saw the Brits landing down here and the troops marching across, and so we could preempt them and start moving to intercept, and that's what we did. We smashed. There was one big battle down here somewhere where we fed troops in, they fed troops in, we won the initial fight, and then they were already locked into quite a few troops that we had then stationed in that province, and we stack wiped one of their stacks. And so they're beating a hasty retreat back to, I'm sure the fleet will turn up in the Black Sea somewhere, pick them up and send them. Actually no, they might even be able to walk all the way back to the British Balkans. But they weren't at war with anybody else, they aren't at war with anyone else. So I don't know exactly why they pieced out. It must have just been, I don't know. I can only assume that they got to the Japanese wall, they had a scare, and they were like, no, don't need this. Not fighting this for Russia. We're not even going to take anything from this war ourselves. And so they're off. Now, just had a stack wipe here. There was 45,000 Russians on this province, we noted that all the support was in the north, so we dogpiled in on them, and that's what we've been doing. We've been letting the Russians isolate themselves, and then we've been dogpiling on to the isolated armies and wiping. Even if we haven't been wiping, we've been killing enough troops to shatter that army, and then we move off. Same again is going to happen up here. Get these troops off, probably shift them north. We'll dogpile in onto this province. They're still sieging a level 8 fort, so we come in, we get the, they get the -1 because it's our fort. So to every one of their rolls, it's a -1. We will win out just through pure morale and being able to stay in the fight for longer. And the longer the fight goes on for, with a -1 to it, or a -2, no matter, you know, the more of an effect that it has. So that's going to be next plan. Shift people up, get in on this. So to that end, let's take you all the way up there. You go this way, and I'll path you different ways so that hopefully you don't end up, oh no, oh well, be fine. Yeah, the other guy here. We're about to receive a 17 stack, a 13 with 4 cannons. Am I? No, this is fairly decent composition. How do you think your 17 is going to get on against us? Anyway, we are just taking back all the provinces to the Russians. The Russians came and landed down here, so we were just taking back all of those. The war target is this province here. We keep making a mercenary and sieging it, and then it gets killed and the target gets taken back, but it's alright just to annoy him. We will observe this fight and you'll see just how dominant we are in terms of how well our troops fight. We don't have the manpower to rush out into Russia proper. We did sally forth a little bit, but we got caught out, kind of. We lost a few troops, so we pulled back, especially now. We need to kind of sit here, lick our wounds a little bit, and allow the Russians to lose their manpower whilst not losing our own. 0.9%, 1.9%. Okay, let's watch this. In the 31st of August, that's going to be quite a while. That's all alright, that's done. Where are you going? You're running away. Alright. You're going nowhere. You're coming up here to probably try and support this guy. You're now locked. You're now locked into this fight. They can't envisage this going well for you, my friend. 31st. Okay, down to speed 3. Let's watch it. They brought in a -2. We rolled a 0 with a 1, and we are absolutely wrecking them. Ten 10% more discipline, almost a whole point more morale, tactics better, just everything better. Our infantry combat ability is 45% to their nothing. Cavalry combat ability of 10%. They don't have cavalry. Even our cannon Combat ability is plus 10%. Everything about our troops are just better. Yep, this is them gone. That's all they wrote. And this is the type of wipes that we're getting. All of this, and then we'll lose a couple of thousand. Good stuff. Love it. Are you locked in? No, you didn't bother. You didn't bother trying to support them. I don't blame you. Alright, I need you to come north as well. We don't need force march on. We could do with a new... No, just get to there. We could do with a new leader, and every time we force march somewhere, we end up costing ourselves military points. So I'll let you get ahead. That's Russia down to low enthusiasm. Nope. When it pops up red like that, it means that Russia's going to demand things from us. But Russia can't demand things from us. And if the game deems... Actually, yeah. The game deems that they are winning by so much that we would need to accept. Then if you reject it, it'll knock a stability off. And every time you reject, it'll knock a stability to get to -3. And then once you hit -3 stability, the next peace offer that they propose, you will have to accept it. So, what can we do to increase our war enthusiasm? Relative strength of the alliance. Have you not seen this number? Have you not seen this number? I want to kill 1 million Russians by the end of this war. We've got 91,000 to go. I reckon we can get there. How are we in terms of manpower? 13. Alright. Yeah, there's a lot congregating up here. This could be a big fight. Wish we could encourage the sailors. Oh, sailors, do you fancy picking up a gun? Alright, you. When can I do this again? 2nd of... No, that's going to be too late. Damn you. 40th tradition. Nope. 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 We do have morale of armies as well, which is helping. Every little helps when it comes to fighting somebody as big and as bad as Russia. With his 153 mercenaries. We have 4. Where's our 4 mercenaries? Hello? Let's send you down here. We'll try and snipe the war goal again. Almost a 4% attrition, pure attrition. Severe winter, that's what we like. That is what we like. Okie dokie, boys and girls. This is going to be the fight. I need you. What's your leader? 6-3. No, I need the 6-3 to be in first. You're going to be in there on the 17th of March, closely supported by... Nope. Right, I'll wait a day or so, bring you in. So, 17th. What's to go now? 12th. So 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. 18th. Into woods, but there. That's my castle. So they get the -1. Also, I'm led to believe. Better be. It had better be. Everywhere here is fully sieged now, so you can all pull back into Yamato. Still got decent money generation. Still got decent money generation. Where's war taxes? 50 power. No, how about... Yep. How about another general? Cross your fingers, ladies and gentlemen, please. This might make all the difference. A 3-5-3. Not bad. Relegates this guy to not doing much. The best general we've rolled has actually been our leader. That's 6. That 6 has done so much for us. Alright. If I put you in charge, it's going to bring down the time that you get there. You're going to get there 15th of March now. So, no leader. Sorry. $140, essentially 150,000 versus not that. Well, if I want to kill those million Russians, this is what I need to do. And if you don't start moving soon, I will have wiped. You need to come in and support this. I will have wiped this 43 stack before you've even blinked. Good. Good, get yourself in here. '17th. 28th, how the hell? How the hell have you suddenly turned into the 28th? Might need you. Let's have a look. We have the combat, well, not we have the combat with, but the whole of the combat with is already taken up. Any extra men is just sponge, just giant morale sponge. The formed small cheerleader squads in the back, they're not contributing to anything, but they're just cheering the other guys on. Thankfully, they have the -2, the -1, but they have the -1 to every single roll. So, as you saw, we then just added more morale in. That was it. They're not having any effects really on this battle. It just added some morale. So, 39,000, 40,000 troops killed to our 12, 15. I'll take that. 40 to 15. I will take that. Now, back out. This is what we have to do. This is how we do it. Hit and run. We dragged in all those troops around us, which has left this little guy free to go and run and take the war goal. And you need to come back out. Okay. Nepal's having issues. What's this? What is this? 3,100. 3,000? Are you sure? 3,100. That's on the 6th of April. 6th of April, that's quick. First army will arrive, 11th of April. Let's just arrange a quick block for them. If they try to get onto the mainland, we're already there. How many troops can this support? 81, more than enough. Okay, anyway, let's have a look at, what are we at now? Another 50,000 troops needed for us to have killed 1 million Russians. 1 million. 1 million Russians. In 1818, 1 million people wiped off the face of the earth. That'd have made a dent. I thought that was this here, but no, it was spelled differently. What do you want? Japan will cede. That's Russia, that's Russia, that's Russia, that's Russia. How about no? How about no? How about I want to kill all the Russians? All of them. Anyway, that was my alarm. I think we've come to a natural stop. We've just given the Russians another beating, and our marginal line is now working. We've got it up and running after a few frailties in it. First time around, we had our own little Belgium down here, Low Countries, but we plugged the gap with men first, and now we've plugged it with walls. Still don't know how they're getting around the top here, or over here either, but AI is gonna AI, I suppose. I'm not gonna put a ring around here. That'd just be silly. Although, put a ring around here. I should have thought that. If I'd put a ring around here, funneled them in, I could have blocked them off. But no. No. They're still shattered out. Because if they could walk in, they could shatter out. Okay. Anyway, come back in the next episode where we edge ever closer to the end of this playthrough. I think it finishes in 1821, 1822. So, how are we for manpower? Oh, actually, manpower up. You need 16,000 men. That's alright. That's okay. It's hovering at about 15,000, even with that fight that we had. So, we're alright. How is Russia getting on? 158. 158. That's like 3 stacks worth of mercenaries. And I bet they've made mercenary cannons. The silly gooses. The silly gooses. Anyway, yeah, I've been Lucky Marine. You, as always, have been amazing. Join me next time for when we do more stuff to Russia. Take care.